come on here all the time and I try to tell these girls about how to protect themselves, because there's a lot of men who just want to conquer you, right? It's just another check on their belt. They don't like you. They don't want you. They don't have any long-term plans for you, but they just want the ability to be able to say that they conquered you. That could be in so many different ways. It could simply just be in sleeping with you. It could be getting you pregnant and sitting you down. It could be financially getting money out of you. It's so many different things, but a lot of them have an agenda when they meet you on what they want, and they ain't gonna stop until they can accomplish that mission. I will always have my guard up when it comes to men. Right? When I meet men, I don't go into it thinking that he's a good man until he disappoints me. I assume you're bad until you impress me. It's the opposite. My guard is always up from day one. And it don't start getting lowered until I feel like it's deserving to be lowered. And it never gets to that point. It'll never get to that point. But one thing I know is I'm not going to allow no man to conquer me in any type of way, whether it be sexually, getting me pregnant. You have a better chance of winning the lottery than getting me pregnant. That could never happen, right? That man has a better chance of getting pregnant. It's not ever going to happen. But so many times I come online, I try to tell these girls, you need to protect yourself. It is not safe out here. There are men who simply want to get you pregnant so that they can keep you on a roster, right? It has nothing to do with them wanting no child with you. It has nothing to do with them wanting you. It's the fact that they realize if they get you pregnant, number one, it sits you down. If they get you pregnant, it makes it harder for you to go back out and date. If they get you pregnant, that means that you now have an attachment to him through a child, right? So unless you just gonna cut them off and not care about your child's well-being or having any interactions with their father, you will have to have some type of interaction with him because of the child. And these men know that. This is the reason why they will choose to be a baby daddy over a husband. A lot of these men are out here collecting baby mamas like Pokemon cards because it's all about conquering you, right? Especially when you get into the girls who supposed to be the girls that all of the men want. You especially the ones that they want to conquer. You the one they really want to sit down, right? Because you the one that all the dudes want. So what better than to sit you down, get you pregnant, and make you their baby mama? They still don't have to commit to you. They don't have to marry you. They can still go out and sleep with other women. But at the end of the day, you still connected to him through a child. I get on here all the time and tell women how to look out for stuff and protect themselves, because at the end of the day, a lot of these men just want to be able to say they had you, they conquered you, they humbled you, and I'm never going to give you that opportunity. My ego ain't set up like that.
So shout out to Dana Dane. She's on TikTok. I found her on TikTok sometime last year. She has a mixed bag of reviews. There are a lot of women who love her. There are a lot of women who hate her. There are a lot of women who think she's a pick-me. I personally don't think she's a pick-me. Dana Dane don't like nobody. Dana Dane will give women the smoke and she'll give men the smoke all day, every day. So I don't necessarily think she's a pick-me. And one of the number one reasons is literally this video. She feels the exact same way that I do. I did a video last year sometime. I want to say it was the end of 23. On YouTube, where I talked about the number one thing that it was basically the thing that gave me the ick. There was always something about being a man's baby that never sat well with me. And that's why I just never wanted to do it. I got past the thought process that women are supposed to be fruitful and multiply, or you're supposed to populate the earth. If everybody thought like you, the human race would go extinct and all of that. I outgrew that way of thinking in my teen years. I didn't care about populating the earth. I didn't care about being fruitful and multiplying, even though I was still in the church during that time. None of that, I always knew none of that applied to me. I always felt like if you're going to go off of the be fruitful and multiply mindset and populate the earth, and it's your responsibility as a woman because you have a womb, and don't let the human race go extinct, that's your business. I always felt like that mindset was for y'all. I have no problem saying y'all do that. It doesn't apply to me. I watched way too many women get set up for single motherhood or married single motherhood. Way too many. My mind was made up a long time ago. And I understood that men just like to get women pregnant to, like she said in the video, sit you down. I used to call it handicap your life. When I was a teenager, I called it men just want to handicap your life. They want to make you handicapped. They want to ruin your opportunities. When they see you're thriving and your career is taking off or whatever you're doing, now they want to get you pregnant. Stuff like that. And I saw that happen too much. There was no way I was ever going to fall for that. And so I want women to really think about the fact that if you're saying that you want kids, you better be having kids because you want to have them, and you damn sure better be prepared to be a single mother, because your chances of that happening is in the high 90 percentile anyway. Whether you're planning on being a single mother or not, you're most likely going to be one. And so if you're going to be a mom, if you still want to have kids or more kids, you need to be financially prepared. And this is just my own personal observation, because if not, your life is going to get 10 times harder. You need to have the financial backing. Hopefully you have some kind of a village. Hopefully you have many things in place, but number one, you go into it knowing that your chances of being a single mother is in the high 90 percentile. That way, when it happens, because for most women, it's not a matter of if it happens, it's a matter of when. When it happens, you won't be as devastated. It won't kill your joy, if you will, and it won't dim your light because you already seen it coming. So be a mom because you want to be a mom. These men are playing games with y'all, okay? And I'm saying y'all because, ain't no man playing no games with me. I'm sorry. And even if, I say this all the time, even if my dude turns out to be a game player and he's out here playing the game, I'm not going to really be affected by it, because the one thing I'm not ever doing is having a baby with somebody, and I'm not sharing my stuff, and I'm not giving up nothing. So at the end of the day, if he turns out to be an asshole, or turns out to be a cheater, or turns out to be anything, it's fine by me. Chuck up the deuces and move on with my life. That's it. Ain't no baby keeping me in his life. It ain't, no marital assets and money and I got to hound him for child support and all this other bullshit. Nope. Once it's over, it's over. Done. Move on with my life. That's the end of it. I always felt something was very off about the idea of a man getting me pregnant. I don't like it. I don't like the thought of it. I don't like the idea that a man has to shoot my club up, quote unquote, in order to get me pregnant in the first place. And I also suffer from a mild case of tocophobia. I really do. I did a video about tocophobia, but that's a very real thing. There are women who are terrified of the idea of pregnancy and or childbirth. Pregnancy doesn't really scare me, unless my stomach, if I can see my stomach starting to get big, then I'm gonna get freaked out, right? But childbirth, absolute fear. I'm sorry. I'm actually gonna do another video about that, because there's a stitch that I found on TikTok that I wanted to share, and I thought that was a very good clip. And it was basically saying women who have tocophobia are actually very intelligent, and they broke down the reasons why. And once you hear it, you're not going to have any other choice but to agree with it, because it's all facts. But anyways, this is just another reminder that if you want to have babies, you better be doing it for you. You better not be doing it for no man. You better not be doing it for the nuclear family and the white picket fence effect and the American dream, or because you think that man's going to be there forever and that he's never going to cheat on you. You're going to be very disappointed 9 times out of 10. Live your life. You only get one of them. Have fun, travel, make a bucket list of things that you want to do in your life. I promise you, if you do that, you're not going to have time to be a mom. You're just not going to have time. There's not enough hours in the day for you to do all the things that you want to do. If you actually set your ass down and make a list of 100 things that you want to do before you die, or 1,000 things, or 500 things, or whatever, you're not going to have time to be a mom. You should just start focusing on your bucket list. That's just my personal opinion. Unless you feel like you're not going to be whole without a baby, I don't think women should be giving birth, especially not in this climate anyways. But good luck to y'all. Just know that when you had that man's baby, he's just trying to conquer you. 9 times out of 10. 9.8 times out of 10. I really just want to say 10 times out of 10. But of course, there's always very rare exceptions. But anyway, that's all I have to say about that. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you guys think. I strongly advise against having a man's baby for a man, or because you think it's going to complete your family or whatever. You're going to be like the rest of these women out here struggling financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, struggling, physically struggling as well. It's not worth it. I'll catch you guys in the next video.
All together, girls. 1, 2, 3. Fuck these men on the internet. They don't know what they want, but they will see what they can get. Oh, go and waste your one and only precious life while pretending not to have a full receding hairline. So keep your eyes on his hairline and your hand on your drink. For all you know, he is a psychopath. He'll leave you on red and he won't care if you're dead. And the psychics on TikTok are wrong.